Hello friends, welcome to the series of lessons mean stack. In this lesson 6 we are going to deploy code on Heroku. So Heroku using MLab is a very popular database, MongoDB database as a services. Heroku application as a service is very popular. So it's all we will deploy a code into cloud. So before going ahead, you can just quickly to create your account in Heroku MLab. Once you create the account, they will provide you the free space for creating a database. So once you create a database, so it will ask you to select the series of steps. Once you perform it and create one user, then you are able to connect to the database using your own client MongoDB shell. So and then we will change our connection string and base our existing application. So we will try to enter one value into the database and try to connect the database with MLab server. So before I'm not going to take much time. Once the connection part is complete, we will move to the Heroku and create an account over there as well. So as I mentioned, we have already installed the Heroku tool build and in order required. If yes, we have to do it. So another apart from this, we need to also install the GitHub as a requirement of Heroku. So once this will done, we will use this getting started with Node.js introduction article. So with the help of this article, we are going to deploy our application on cloud with Heroku using Heroku infrastructure. So this is all we are going to cover in this chapter. So here I am navigating to the Mongo's MLab server. So quickly create login, or either you can create your own account by clicking sign in. As you see, you will get the 500 MB free database. So I have already created an account. I'm just going to quickly log into the account. Click login. So once you are able to log in, you will see the screen. I have already created one database. So I think this screen will not be there. So first time click create new. So here you are creating a new database. So it will not take much time. So you will be able to see the screen. So cloud provider Amazon, Google, I will leave it the default, but just you need to select the single node because the replica set will cost you more. So click this single node. There is the option free. Click to the sandbox free option, and no need to select any high storage line. And the MongoDB version would be a 3.0.x, and give the name of the replica set. So as in my and here we using the addresses, so I don't think so it will available for us. Let's try for addresses and click create new MongoDB. So it will take a time few minutes to complete to do the configuration. Now you will see the address is up and running. We are going to click this and it will redirect you to the site. So to connect the shell, you will directly use this in your command prompt, or either to provide a connection string to your by URI, you directly pass this. So without taking much time, first we need to create one user. So before going ahead, we need to create one collection, as we already created the collection name. I will check in my existing solution. We will work. This is the addresses, the name of the collection. Click here, put here addresses and create it. It will create a new collection. So once the collection is created, yes, it will create it. Next step, we need to create one user to access this collection. So here I'm going to give the name. Username would be address and password would be book and create. So okay, the user is created successfully. Now we are going to grab this and go to the command prompt. As I already mentioned, the username is address, password is book. Let's try to make a connection using Mongo and paste here and press enter. So okay, so you will see the connection created successfully. Let's try some commands. Show collections. Okay, you will be able to see there are two collections, addresses and the index. So quickly I created one new record. So the record would be just having the same schema as we use here: first name, last name, phone number. I'm going to copy this and paste it in my editor. Yes, I'm going to create one JSON. Say first name Basant, last name Pandey, phone number 222 and email samabc@yahoo.com. So now I have created one document. So I will, let's say, doc. I'm going to copy this and quickly jump into my shell and paste it. Let's create this. Press enter. Okay, press enter. That paste successfully. Now I'm inserting this record into my collection. So I'm using db dot address dot insert. I'm here going to pass doc and enter. So one record inserted successfully. To display the record, I just use db dot find db dot addresses dot find one, press enter to be able to see the record. So now I'm going to switch to my editor, and here I'm going to change connection string. If you see, currently in my address book, this is the data is coming from the local server. So now the live data we have and the connection string available. Let's say for the time being I'm going to comment this. Later we will write logic to make it work. You either take this value from your environment variable as well. So I'm not going to do it just right now. Let's close the current running process by Ctrl C and enter node server.js. Now the port is running on the same server. I'm just going to reload and yep, we are able to get the record. So record is coming from the database that if I'm performing any operation like ABC XYZ 333 333 and email ABC XYZ at gmail.com, click add. Okay, so here now I'm going to quickly check whether it inserted on the database or not. Click enter. Yes, there are two records, Vasant and ABC. So here we are able to get the record, and we have configured our database on MLab server. Next step, we will using the Heroku to deploy this code into the Heroku using application as services, cloud services, but we will use cloud services or Heroku. Another time we can say this. So next step, we are going to deploy our app into Heroku. So Heroku is a platform, has a service enabled developer to build and run the application entirely in the cloud. So let's quickly open the Heroku new tab, and there is one important step getting started, Heroku Dev Center. Okay, leave it. So once you open this, there is an important documentation as well. So there is a couple of steps we will do before we creating Heroku. The first step, we first sign up for free. Once you sign up for free, you have to add some of the information like company, select language, and blah blah blah, and create for free account. I have already created my account, so I'm click already have an account. So if you see, there is a devcenter.heroku.com. So there are a couple of framework like Node.js, Ruby, Java, PHP, Python, Go. So we created our app into the Node.js. We will click on Node.js. So Node.js on Heroku references, and click on this, and here we okay, I'll leave it. Going back, getting started on Heroku with Node.js. You have to click this link. So before, okay, this is a login your account. I'm going to click quickly to log into the account. So I'm logging successfully. So the introduction, I'm ready to start. So I have an account, I'm ready to start. So the first step will be saying that you need to install the Heroku tool build for Windows. I have already installed, and also there is the few node, npm and git installed on your machine. So it's already installed on our machine. So I'm check my version on node -v. Okay, version 4.40. Okay, great. Next I'm going to npm, check the version of the npm as well. So okay, 2.14, and I'm going to check the git version. So I'll get version 2.7. Okay, that's great. So this is what we have, and before going to deploy, you need to install first Heroku tool build and rest these three as well. And click I have installed Heroku tool build. So let's before going, you have to be logged into the Heroku. So I am going quickly log into the Heroku. Email address. So I provided my email address, and here I'm going to type my password. Okay, so I'm logging successfully. That's great. Once I'm logging successfully, the next step, whether if your code is already exists on any GitHub, so you directly get the code from the GitHub and get it there. And once you have a code, you go to the create Heroku.create. It will create an app. So, and then you're going to get.push.Heroku master. You push all the changes into the master file. So for the time being, don't have any GitHub repository available. Although I have, but I'm show you how we can deploy. Before going, I am going to do some of the things that I need to do. First, I will process dot environment. I'm creating environment variable. Then be equal to connection would be this. Else connection would be this. And also I'm going to log here. And here I'm going to restart my server, check it pointing to the local, and here I'm going to set node underscore v equal to or enter. Now I'm going to run my server. Okay, it's pointing to the live. Okay, so this is the one change I did. Second, we have to make change on our package dev. I'm going to remove the dev dependency. I'm using now dependency because we are going to put this code on Heroku live on production. So I'm going to do this change as well. Also, we need to put the stacks engines. We have to tell the Heroku that we have a node this version and npm this version required. So here as well we are going to change it small dependency. So rest of other things I think we are good. Other than this, we also add a new file without any extension as file. The name will be a proc file without any extension, proc file. Here we are going to tell the Heroku, please start this file server.js is a beginning starter file. Close all of the documents. Okay, I think we need to rename this file f must be small. Okay, and to refactor. Okay, we are done here. First, we change. I think we will change here port number 3030, profile JSON. Okay, we are done here. So we are going to stop once again. We check the changes we made are correct or not. We are again going with this and change into that. Okay, we have I don't know why it's not picking this value and still pointing to the live server. data type also same def. Here we also put def as well. Okay, we will do these changes later. Check why it's not. I think we have to close the session again. So now it's picking the value. Okay, so okay, we are done here. Next step, we need to push our changes into a Git repository. So I am going to add all this file into the Git. So okay, before that we have to exclude this node module. So here what I'm going to do, I'm just quickly go to open. There is also we also use exclude. We create exclude file which exclude the specific file and the file that we don't want to push it to the GitHub. We will create the list of those extensions and GitHub pick those file setting and exclude. So in this, for the time being, I'm not going to do this. So I'm just quickly open this file in Explorer, and in lesson 1 I'm going to create new folder build, and I'm going to quickly put all the file inside this folder. And okay, so I'm move into this folder. Now I'm going to get init. It will initialize the repository. Next get name. It will so get add it will add all the files. So once it will add, we will say git dot commit minus and ready to deploy. Okay, so it created everything we are done here. So now we are quickly move into the Heroku tool build. So here we are going to create Heroku.create. So I will do paste here Heroku.create. I think I have to do this on a different shell because I have opened my I logged in this command prompt. So I'm going to cd change directory. Now I'm going to do Heroku create, sorry. Let me check once again. Okay, it's Heroku create. Okay, paste here, enter. So it will create a web application, create an app on Heroku. So it will create an app. So it created an app. The next step, I will push my git changes into the master file of Heroku. I'm going to say git push changes on Heroku. Let's read the file from it's created, pressing thing. We are done here. So the application now is deploy, ensure that at least one install of the app is running. So I have to say Heroku ps1 scale.web. To visit our site, Heroku.open. And press enter. Heroku.open. Let's say what we got. We haven't created I think we haven't created the environment variable for this. I have to check again, and this deployment possibly show as per my understanding, because in my code I have not create environment variable. Let's see what we will get. Okay, because page is not working, send any idea. This is the error we are getting. Let me check what happened. So quickly create F5. So this is our site. So I'm click the site. We are going to the settings section. I need to create a one config variable key value. So my config variable name would be node environment, and here the value would be prod add. So I have added this value. So I think success. So now we have to restart our app. And click here restart all. and again click here to check whether this app working or not. So I think this is related to my port number. I checked because earlier the existing app is also running on the same port. So this is the case. So for this I have to change my server file and I have to change here the port number 30. I have to use 3030. Sorry, I have to use 3030. I have to save the changes. Again, get add, get commit, deploy, and the same I need to do here as well. I also I need to push the get the push dot Heroku dot master, let's say. And now I have to do the same setting, Heroku.psql on wrap. And now click Heroku.open. Let's see. If still it is not working, we need to delete this instance and again we need to push the same files into the Heroku. So we will wait for another 5 minutes. So here is the live up running app. So we have created successfully the app. Actually the issue with this port number, so I have changed, I have write process environment of port 5000. Actually the Heroku dynamically take the port, so this port exists, so I've used 5000 instead of 3030. So it working successfully and I'm able to perform all the operation. So this is how we can use the Heroku and MLab database for creating mean stack app, yeah, the address book. So if you like this, please like this video, click like button, or also if you want to check the code, that code is available on the GitHub. So Basant Pandey, and this is my GitHub URL, github.com Basant Pandey. Click on the main stack, and this is and the same app I have built. So this is currently I have made it offline. So let's quickly switch and make it online. So for this purpose Okay. Okay, now this app is available. You can also check this app. There is only slight difference between both apps. Mainly these buttons. If you check, I use simple button here, but on this app we have used the icon, bootstrap icon. So I have put the horizontal line here. So other than this, the functionality is same. Thank you. Hope that you like this video. Have a great day ahead and keep posting your comments. Thank you. Thank you.